Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, yeah. I just walk in. I had a busy morning,
Okay.
Actually, a busy day today.
Busy day. What you got going on? It a mantra binde la.
Hey, no, binde buka kijang.
Yeah, ndaka agela ko. Ndo kunkuti yalante.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nga njeme nyininka.
Oh, kulinjebe kasong bang.
No, ate ko one song.
The cast like Jioning
Nka findo doku, nka tumanyo doku, nka fengo doku. Todung. What's the other? Tio.
Yeah.
Back to the land.
So
you remind me back home, Tia Dogo. Oh man, no
eat what you grow and grow what you eat.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be.
That's true.
Of course, because most of these vegetables need to store to organic section and the non-organic section.
Right.
So the organic section will come but the other ones vegetable or fruits, but they're processed more or less, you know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. But it got the most welcome.
Well, I mean, in the store, no, I go to the non-organic one, but in most I go to the organic one.
Non-organic,
probably, kinda.
What a bit of a fresh ring, because the organic is good for the body.
No, organic is just the second choice. That's always the second choice.
So I told you, I'm going to photo be Gambia, pictures of the video, blood burning Geo, Ibuka Tambino Fang,
I mean, it's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really so sad, especially what is happening at the airport. How much money was spent on that airport construction or rehabilitation? About what, 14 million or so?
No, but the thing with the airport is more careful, but according to Fatula Molmontaraje,
right,
from it all called roof Niman Lake. It could jail at the airport. So near Gambia Jibe, engineers for some reason Malumuna de Buka J Jibe and the construction killer, but a geobotana bantala dunta mola so. So airport in Tangambre Yanta Dala Nunyaming, Yanta elevate la Santo Domandine, it's a coming new floats keta anyway at a Dunda Noje. You understand?
Right.
America Jangaja never silo dokula, exilo Castelle Santo Domanding because so it's a Geonik Kafekele, Kajita and Tafunko, Gota Solto. Gambian Ntabuka understand that,
Yeah, I mean the Indians a problem all on there because at least you should survey the area and the those are just like a settlement build. Ibuka Kanubla bill. It's the same thing. It's the same idea they use at the airport because Jumala renovate is the Indians Gambian engineers found a big finger. So I mean I think government should step in more, because as much as you be Indian should blame, like you should blame the government because it a construction project will dealer and they should know. I mean there should be a high expectation for those people to do the right thing, but the government also has more hand in it to make sure the Indians do the right thing. But it's just so sad though, because it looks like the money is just been wasted.
But that you don't know what you don't know. The Gambia dal, kabok na cordal to na real estate, jani ba diamula fang, ite mo na mira o kodo. kadu musol ato na la koketol na be tamile ni sama kono ma aka Kenya de na la koketol na be tamile ni potol kono aka Kenya
Yalo time mo nyambagala small ka wala dung. I don't know whether you guys know nyambagala wala fulo la na wajal nyambar. Ndeka wala dung to avoid this poto and all that, especially growing up in so I think I have the secret as to how many poto can deal yani. But then a video I think it's from Birkama Market. I saw our mayoral like ibe musol the way they come niñu housé ci bir ndox bi di dox with their leket and their panyamase on their head is just heartbreaking. That alone is heartbreaking. Talk of the airport. Because it's like when things like this naketa musol le ginaka bata because fontel sita marse auto fonga na dingol feed fonga kemal feed nga dimbayal feed so imagine ibe nyewo wa fila ibe siring damen fang abening poto abening geo is all that alone can kill you because it health hazard like that this I would not just blame the government but even the private sector. This businessmen, new real estate agents who feel like they have the money, they have the capability. What are they waiting for? Because sometimes the government mantara keka membe ala citizens sol de mala. Ite yaje ko because ninyi manke ba mati anin do dentale wala somebody else's mothering. Come up with an initiative. The community has to come together because sometimes mulmanyana sila dronga government batung because government will not provide everything for us and we are saying it. They bring that to Gambia. I'm telling you, Molbelorin Lino to Kurangotara. It took some time before Kurangoyanang and I was already putting my card to pay for my check back. And what I realized in Gambia airport is so hot to an extent that or something, you can lose oxygen because the man for air conditioner budget. It takes forever. Janila bago ye finti, and during that hot, ni make just to find yourself. So what are the bringing flooding or leakage, whatever they call it, came through? I'm not surprised because there is a lot of work that needs to be done in the Gambia. Diamo bantale sign diamo katara membele thing. It's a waste of time for us and our citizens. We need action and we have to do it collectively. And that's just the reality.
But okay, yeah, for Tonyala. But here is the thing, yalong nimbemu infrastructure, you can build wala beka better. You know, so anu jumala ka bill, government ka bill. Okay, your private sector for that's right. But Gambia's situation of Benyame right now, before private sector, they think about building any infrastructure in the Gambia. You know, there are other things that they could do because right now, Nabanko Domoro Farm it's difficult in our country. Medical system is so difficult, is so dysfunctional in our country. So, but when it comes to this is government's responsibility because Kamola Silo Doku government responsibility lady. And you know, it's not like the money is not there because tax money is there. But side the expertise mantarge because expert will be a so-called expert. Mele alonko project in America here, all this project, your money may allocated, it has to go in there. And the government makes sure the neighbor crewman dealer for every project layer make sure the money gets in that project and they build a quality infrastructure in the country. But nisilol mantar betaring, ikasilol bille, ikabero kijere ke fenko lakang. If a construction killer, you know, it's not about the money, it's about Melka bill because they are so corrupt. But government and yanta system also the mail be money to know. Whatever money they allocate for every project, they make sure the money goes in there. But the government had ni more knowledge sort of, they don't have that system. You know, it's not going to work. You can pour billions of money into the Gambia, but this system what the member be regulated. Develop progress won't happen.
Gaela kumo nyata so jibari jiber lal mbal tentula mbal jayila alla jiber kunyimato ngam famata jela lokum fula fele mannano muto keta video keta tani nasiata manna je ko bari biwo kany burunta nanne ninna panelo ngole ko nyadi reality check nyadi to nya keso ka fa nyama so ñun Dolla jango mbuka jibe mbuka atulka ka sila ka munu fon dolka wala fo no hanin nan suma sinna kan na so le fatayata to bari ngurun kumo kono bala ngalla kumo moy alba fulo government nte fe nte la jibe rodo government killing nyanta wala kala niyo oke ko bebe betala nyanta fenko le stola nyingri coming lady afu jang real estate company so nyanta la own initiative so tola but nyanta jibe la ko nyin real estate company so it all they are there to make profits and ibe loopholes on the jibele nyaaw nya ibe kudo make la nyo nyami ikenjel so nitol ko mbe kudo talamba dun la nyinkono ita kudo make la so itol feto okela but ninga government you luwal ke je real estate muyalon ko real estate laws or real estate company sol penke nita your plot of land gunjur iko nyinko mbe jan ton la into an estate wo plot of land atra luwal le bije muyalon ko abetul govern le ka foyo ko nal ka be korda kila jang alto nyanta gota sol de dalale lightning system nyanta kila jenne the drainage systems has to be in effect and will be nyanta de dalale jannim bun killing from we lolaje you understand and still all fana nyanta de dalale nyaming still nyanta selela santo at a certain length to santo nyaming will be nyanta kala de physical planning yena ya be inspect jannin korda killing from we loje ya ni wo be keda about na kordal be serre demanding ko de but at least government yela nyanto kele ye jubero ke ko afuko ke sa nyim company nyanta nyin lola janne but ni wo fanko checks and balances mantraje ni real estate companies or for fen diate to be wala kala and right now ibe wala ke kan na banko to mumun diate so ima initiative soto je so nyim companies or communica for government ko contracts or di munula nin luwalti je government ko okay until this is what we expect X, Y, and Z le nyanta kala isaje in the future ngalo ko every year nin sama keda flooding ka kijanne be flooding nying ba prevent la nyaadi le with these structures ma nyum bil ka nyaawi they go back to the laws ya jwe ko nte fonna contract ko janim ba fulfill la nyanta nyinne kala nimma ke government can withhold their money kon te jola ko ni nyinka nyama so the government responsibilities is to enact those laws and then enforce those laws. New dual enforce is a genuine company so mumbe bina it a problem so like because it's fana ba juleko be fenkelen be focus la on fenkole atodum on making sure that we get it right according to the laws so that in the future we won't have any problems. But genuine beduna Pa Modou fon la dia amot and do that one the main headline thing but dunna jele de dunna je alkana ta la alkana la dalo change but in mina dunna don't go baro la kuno
eating and sleeping.
Igo
No, somebody comment. Yeah, now Ako Baro is eating and sleeping. It's very sad.
wala tila jibero the problem tal but ndeka mufo wolonko janimbe dunna ngadung baro la kumo do wolung ayamba dingol sererol nka ko wano ko nyedade akonte mo kasingol nka mo sererol ko denkilde so mbadingol ay wala command state house volta je abe diamo kan sa akumata je ko political theater so not a winter by January 4, by December 4th December 5th abe instructional dealer to refer ko nying Inspector General of Police Kafuko at the license dealer example of deal about Senegal and all that ko warning election or banta wol buga political okay janin defo dunna nye karu nying kulo mba tailor touch bi ba janin bo kela ngaltol bulatul
Is all of a country.
bi mbalo defo imba bari almof lo da
Yeah, I want to make it.
murebe keri
Go ahead, lady.
no mo me kula ko murebe keri
Unko.
Ako even live video.
Moya kata live video le bondi ay naka imama nyol nem ko jamano
yen nden mbuganjo ila haji
ture ndabuka wori
yen mbuganjo ila haji but after that lady they have
bala I give it to you
bala ma haji de diam
no well no because okay sometimes I mean baro sometimes I could for the mele alon ko amala ka menfo or probably I could more for them just a slip of mouth, you know. But you know, this is something one should be scared because it's more like a dictatorship. Abola Chori can sign because neither winter you try to enforce things and in democracy manta. You know, so those things, it's something to be scared about, but it's difficult for us to know right now because you know baroka withdrawal about something like that. So I don't know how true that is.
Ala kanna sor lalong yalong ninte diawre nga kumo fo jan science nite ben kanna sor lan lafta en kanna sor nga fo nyami bay tol baroka kumo fo le ya kanna sor do oh amon la fi kanyim fonunde.
So now the entire barola fenko nka wala fo eden, you know, sometimes it kumol fole it can't be meant for killing, or you know, it's just a slip of mouth, or it's just a wrong translation. But I mean, it's just difficult to
imagine covering ala baro media movement that I video ke the first part one ina le kono amal la kinye pula ala panine pula, you know,
it's so dysfunctional.
You know, so ala second part tuning ya ta ya edit la for pare, you know, ika jabe kuma kilin fo kan rek which means they did some work editing that material. So yeah. Understand?
No, but naka baro blame. You know, like there is something called presidential appearance and composer. Barrow is new to this system. Barrow is new to the way about the people that are behind him, especially the PR or the
no. Lady. No, but it'll do cool live dam. Nesanji Lulu Keje. Can you still pull that newbie card, Kavako? And I'm still new over here. I don't know how to do this and do this. 5 years need another dokula honey 6 months imaka nyama say by.
No, but lady a prior experience with Barrow is totally different. Barrow is just like him from the bush.
Don't totally.
Nobody comes to become a president with experience.
There is a knowledge to rule. You know, it a bit low. It a knowledge how to rule. You have that knowledge right now.
So let me ask you. So Silang. At more experience with BJ, 5 years sign, he's still acting inexperienced and he's seeking another 5 years. So we want him to gain experience another 5 years within the next 5 years, or should he go? Someone will buy him.
Oh man, I'll put a baroma.
Okay, they should have teach him how to talk. How to talk.
No, but especially if you're in public, sometimes I can call you. I'm telling you.
But let it go ahead. I want to hear your analysis on this thing on Barola speaking.
Oh, I meant for about the Fenco Bank.
Restricting Fenco, like Kapuko at the Fenco deal, about IG Fenkelale, instructor Prakana license day.
Well, Barrow needs real help, professional help to guide him what the president is all about. Because if I were Barrow, I would not make such statements right now because you want the people on your side. You left the support. You want people to give you another term. Things you should do and things you shouldn't say. You should know differentiate that because Nipare will alteration first right now. What are you telling the people? Because obviously we are gonna say, okay, Nibaro ya tadrong, then dictatorship le binaka because you see in the sites. You cannot declare certain things at this point because you need the people's vote. You more support le need. So nintemu numbaroti, maybe, I mean, politicians, they lie. They all lie to us, telling us things that we want to hear until near Palazzo Soto, then they start doing something different. Those are not remarks Baro Nyanta for right now. Anyante batulale num 4 Ate win. Let him win first because that's the main thing. Ate win follow. Amano from five win nale. Because balo ala win balia abe sunna ala diamolela. His own words ala own da. Whatever tinyaro kela baro e praka na win. Seriously. He just have to take the back seat and be careful and what to say. Well, I guidance because how many fenkol babul advisors from what I had? Because all these people on the payroll are all advisors. So it's like you have all these people, then what are they for? They are just on a payroll for nothing. So in that statement, it's kind of scaring me because I'm like, okay, nini plasota within that 5 years, how are we going to live? We will live, I mean, I don't know, but it's really scary.
It is.
That's my analysis. It is scary to me because if I'm in the president or you're seeking for another term and you're making those all. No, it's a no, definitely.
Ndo ndanga balala baraka bagalla kumol ninyat. Ndo bi yalon ka stay neutral. Mantra dula support kan. But tonya ningaje nsafo abenyami. Nyintonya buka kanna sord. Because Nintonya Niko ba kanna sorla isita fo no ba Ibrahim mal lafi nying fola Ibrahim la Modou le fola no anu sa wala be Gambia den ba fola nga understand ko right now be jamming baro among comfortable abe sirin dami because na jube NPP before be jamming NPP formed out of frustration ikajele so and in the time frame that NPP are formed and inside it's very limited. MPP is a party form right now. Hanila Congress imake. So in a phone call, in executive members right now, they are not elected by the party, but selected by a council within the party. Wale mol jube party kono munidiate they go okay. So which means the party is not yet prepared to even go for election.
A few more months. Come on now. They got
exactly.
Exactly.
But like a party that are, it takes a lot of work, especially at the grassroots level. But Barrow saying Hana Akita Winter is the power of incumbency. Muyaloko model bentola sadeto worka foloko coming ebuka kate for opposition mumbi jen ka wole. So I mean one of votes also totally. But Barrow as the president, actually Ajube kabring Barrow keta president of the fanata B. Muntumala lota dulato ay kumbo fa muyalo ko benna banku dingol na falal kombing benna banko mol be sambala nyato nanyum kumo is so inspiring ko abenda people will move forward the generations to come if a sila le nyum video jibe apu control la nyum president wala nyum kumo fonon and the more uplift and the split soul uplift and more rejuvenate for more tara do ko la pour na banko e apu ko nga president was to muyalo ko sang ay na state house leta atata embarba keje a kefenkodi wo duto koto campaign alkanjele say nka fuko na unla tola fola bari banta ba fo civilized tal ke alfalle ka si banta ba ebe nyol hakilo yirwandira
is you going too much on my president muna kidding
tonya keson taka mala fi moyen kan na sor ndela ta fola moli am ikanjele son tolla bankodo alfalle ka si duto koto ibe nyol hakilo yirwandiga bari na ndongole kamune fo itol ka si jele be atami ne bar boy swaji ta do bi romani was my do they hamda and this be moy lodo amga the story for a boy mu deme fale na last year buñ deme fale li ak li lañ def ni xam nga mo be ta da na fatal so na president was saying I will fenkoleta I will akola campaigning awoleta ya tonin to mbarbata ake banta atofala banta bati kumol forongol be folaji ede president weteta ye media invite instead of your credible media invite you tell them things that will be uplifting let them do a question and answer session with you but it is ibe talin di makela ibe sila je telling tales of stories all of those tales Baroka Munke is in a bid to edify himself self-edification abe wala ka kontelo nyinti alafta la kuma for na pareta moli afko ho barole nyinke ala dibe a typical example kabria ko abe ofenko fula ko ye fureta ye safodu ndada ko no ako non tata jola tata at the end ateka lafta mum fula no wolon ka tandi mola ko atelon kodi tioto dun je tano atele ya pura o depense ni UDP man tanu at any point in time they would not be able to accomplish anything financially so atelon birbati e kajelo even nabi ya jambe bondo foga ka fura atele ya jambe bondi it people been trying for years ya jambe bondi it Halifa Saleh bondi ya Halifa Saleh came with the plan the blueprint of this coalition be ya jambe bondi la nyami ite yete ta yete Bundije. But the next moment, Gabriel Bundije, the first thing you move for near CDL interview la monum ko murad ni tol fama son place hotel no wolon ko itol ye committee la form no wo committee li nyanta wala tal no committee la mo hire as a minister you go through that committee ni la mo file as a minister you go through the committee but baro the first thing I munke gabranata ate fama ya dati ka mol commandi on left ñu place de dile la parti la left ñu place de dile ay committee ñu fego wala na doing ko ti ko itol iman la fi afenko la minister yalla anymore but nga boje nga rabla doto you understand ni to ko be silale ita ko ajiye ko left ni party political sa ko because political siata banko kam bakele ka bring last election for some political lebekaka iten opposition parties it all you want to if they have to politics never stops because they have to keep going around and talking. It as the president, the politicians, the opposition, they have those platforms, the campaign platforms to keep you honest and to keep you right. It will be a government ite fango as a leader ye karango ke from the political okay but ngin cool ka sambateng ninteng mantra ka Kenya for Senegal right after election Senegal stops all politicking. That's not true because the Senegal they are always politics. Sonko Wal and Idrissa Seck, all those people they are always politicking. So you cannot come and say, "Oh, no, stop that." All of this is out of frustration. But like Lady Afunyami, number to Jube, Pabe Ganyela, Nagara Ganyeta, Nanyunko Jube. You understand? But at the phone, Kavako political book stop. How many times le Baroka Afengola meet the people's dollar? Sanjo Kono, most of those meet the people like Samakono, like this September 10. Anyanta kata meet the farmers store from body. Ya jame watu abuka ko meet the people to aka meet the farmers. Akan ikaya jame jela bitakan during that tour abe fenkol dina angarel dina wolon fertilizer yalo natul mamsuru aka moy. Ntewo pare wolon fertilizer. So ya jame ko wala dinu wo molla farm soltate nina de la mitungo da kudila dada da kudila asabu ay tractor dila but ate ala mbenga jibe nada ba abe farmers la ba fula wole bola kunko de na jibe ay kumol fo ay talent di ma ko ay talent o ay kaba kulo dila preta kaba jibe na last part before ba transfer earlier atela nying fenko la be mum be kan State House. Abe mol kumanda ke binakanje. Wamu campaign yolong bang fomunang is politicking. So adenap deprive lamunna, the opposition deprive lamunna. He's doing the same thing every weekend saying bantabado tribe cleansing. At that time, Jammeh, was a little bit tribalism not the Gambia, but he used to say others were tribalists. But Sam Barrow from Mafong as the president, he is the most divisive president. Because Gambian commander, the best way he could have done it, maybe KMC Alpha Commanding, NBR Alpha Commanding, URR Alpha Commanding, West Coast Region Alpha, LR Alpha, by division, or even by division, it commanded by district. You understand? Chief Nila delegation and but you calling these people to State House by tribe. Sarakulo lenananji, be Surwal lenarananji, be Balantol lenaranang, be Serero lenaranang. Why are you calling people by tribe to come and see you at the presidency to tell you what their need is? You're supposed to be the unifying president. Afon ko Gambia be malafengo dimbalade. Muna mena dimbal kumandino by region or by district. It's like the war tribe so be hasla nyoka yenaje but it be kumadikan by tribe. What are you trying to say? And baro fongo so lo ko new so mun be tribalism promote kan but you go party je be tribe so kumadikan ga bo be tribe kari le nata nyinjube taka but we only see it at the state house and this is the first time hani ya jamina la kube nanama ya jammeje a particular tribe kumadikan state house ko nata la purna le kaja abe barole be kan woka abe Gambia divide kan and saying that don't live tribalists are not tribalists.
Yeah, well, yeah, we meant for Tonya along. But Nebaro government Jube, Barrow came to the office, basically lack of experience, lack of knowledge on how to govern, so, and at some point, Barrow feel like he been betrayed. Niaji, huh? Okay, Niaji will firing Beketa. I mean, Barrow at some point feel like he's been betrayed. But look at Barola in a sakulo. Most of the people are the ones many are jameno. Jamala Bala in a sakulo, and then I'll advise so jube about Dou Sanno well more experience so more knowledge less if president advice no nyari kukenola. So obviously these people are there because you all borrow my experience so they were advising Barrow about maybe Jamaica Agnyam. That's how Barrow is adopted now. So Barrow he doesn't
no. I disagree with you on that. Well, he has the Jame mang advisor sort of. Mbala de manda fike kundu. Jame mang coming lady afo nyami. Barrow has almost 7 presidential phone call advisors. Kabri Jame bije ye presidential advisor position ne. What is Jame ala minister so sina advise kumol fire, but at the end at the left of munkela ka woleke.
Yeah, but Barrow advisors where were they working before?
Okay, now killing for Dou Sanno killing Abu UDP amu call the party militant Orlando.
I mean before my advisor
he was a farmer.
Okay, he wasn't working. He wasn't working at Jamaica.
Nibada je Dembo by force.
Okay.
All our religious advisors, who phone called them, what UDP political land.
Right.
You understand? Nibada je Henry Gomez.
Yeah, that one is mine.
Yeah, that's your guy. You understand? And in Jamaica, for Alkali, is it Alkali Conde? Is he a president? There you go. So, presidential advisors will be phone called. Most of them were unemployed when it comes to government relations and government matters.
Yeah. So basically, what advice can do Barrow.
Barrow advice. That's what I'm telling you. What positional bay.
Right.
They are compensatory phone call positions long. Somebody like Dou Sanno, for example, I tell you expertise it akila no minister as in banko du ninyoko. You understand? So the only way as a friend to the president that he can make sure that Dou Sanno continuously earns money is to make him a presidential advisor, a position that he is inept of, Abuka Kukenoje. Then Ayakeje Dembo by force will be Alkali will.
That's the problem.
So they're just there to make money. They're earning.
But for the sake of argument, it doesn't mean somebody to be an advisor, you have to have a degree or sit in class or have that experience. I mean, you can have experience on the street. Let's just call it spade just for the sake of argument. They don't need that degree or to be an advisor. That's what I'm saying. They're being an advisor based on their relation or friendship with Barrow, then that's the problem. But if they're all citizens, they have right to be in government and build the nation.
Exactly. Yes.
But then if we want to base it on they don't have this, they were this before this, I don't agree with that, honestly. Because
I will disagree at some point.
Sorry, you could do as a wrestler. You can't I got not a farmer. Don't give it.
Lady, it matters. It matters when it comes to presidential advisor. I don't mean, what call a commissioner, the commissioner advisor or the chief advisor. Yeah, but when it comes to a presidential advisor, it matters. Experience matters. Expertise matters because in the more like choose the government canal. Some of them will follow constitutional long. Like Dou Sanno, what they know about the constitution, government system what do they know about it? So you have to get for expertise also the it is sooner than mela. Maybe like a government came out, in terms of making decisions in government. Making decisions in spending and all those things. For more sort of good advice dealer. But neither the advice doesn't have to have those kind of qualities. Then you are heading, where do you taking our country to? Because
give an opportunity to explain why. Give an opportunity to explain why.
Because it's like not everybody has the access to be educated to that level. Not everybody has the opportunity to be in government or have that experience. Some people are from the provinces, even from the Combo. They never even know how administrative work. They probably grow up in the farming sector. So in government, and you want them to be an advisor as far as farming is concerned. They will be very helpful to you. Even though they don't have a degree or they have not had that experience, but they've been farming since they were young. So I'm just saying, like, we shouldn't base it on the fact that, and this is just for argument's sake, for the fact that, because they don't have this or they are not from this experience, so they can't deliver this. My problem with those advisors is because knowing their relationship with President Barrow, if he put them there because of their friendship or their relationship, and he's trying to compensate them, then that is a problem. It's a recipe for disaster for our government. But we cannot tint somebody just because he man degree soto or they don't have this experience or they were never in government. I mean, come on, that would not be right. That's what I'm saying. Until none of us wherever in state house or in a palace or work as an experienced administrative in a government. I mean, probably we did our part to work for the government in different sectors and branches. We were lucky to be exposed to that level. Some people don't have that privilege. If you count how many people are educated to that level in the Gambia, probably it's not even up to the level we thought it is. So if we want to deny those people that opportunity to serve in our government, we will not be doing justice to ourselves and to our future generation. I'm just saying, for the fact that they don't have that degree or experience in government, we cannot just say, oh no, they are not qualified to be advisors. Whether we like them or not, we just have to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I'm saying, if Barrow appointed them because of their friendship, then that is a problem. Man, that's the part that I'm arguing. I don't care degree.
Okay, Bala, go ahead.
Bala, go.
No, well, I'm not actually basing it on a degree, but it's some form of experience in because and some education. Because it doesn't mean, for example, to get somebody from the village and then you're not, because I farming kijele, you're not the presidential advisory on farming. That's not going to be a good, because here we're talking about at the government level, at the presidential level. That's what we're talking about. We are not just talking about
somebody with suit and tie in the office. May farming, can you take that to be your farming sector advisor? You will not know what to do.
Yeah. So Yalam president, president like Sono Dole Bijeru, he has to rely on an advisor soul. So ni advisor soul man knowledge soto, iba advice le family man knowledge soto. Obviously, at a good advice, I agree with you. Come here, just maybe another relation or he's trying to pay them and things like that. Yes, but most of them from BJL, more experience, more knowledge, so it president advice, no advice $10. So it's like a Jurumala Sapikan, all of a caring yellow.
More money can come on my butt.
Is what fireman. So yeah, because Melbe mentioned Janto, obviously we know them. We know how Barola government memo problem with Barola Femco, incompetent people. Barola lack those people. Niagibe versus to other party Femco, like executive members, so even Melkatari. Even online, make the damn on behalf of the near compare Barrow lacks some substances people. Amosoto. Nothing. Nobody is competent in Barrow's inner circle.
Okay, I gave up. Okay, I gave up.
So how about you were once NPV?
What? When?
Bala, is that true?
No.
Then you're UDP.
No.
So
Yeah,
you're Gambian.
the UDP call you Moila.
So let's check this out though, okay? Before we move to the next topic. Nte, Surako di dotari lo mosudo jana. You understand?
Huh? Taimum.
I the magara.
They never hot.
But it a woman Surako way, but go for a mandia account. Yeah, I don't need Arab Karanimo that Karangola. At the end of the term, you can okay, Tari, Malufeola never. Come they reciting the things that they memorize. So in a moment Karang, it all recite lano. Basically, that's what they say. So even Alkana Ayo Limam Nenamun Karang, in a fulano, of head. So basically, Ning advisors of Munufan BJ, you cannot advise on issues that you have zero knowledge about. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know. You can get it. So still a lady, Ngela Kumo Mwelede. You understand?
Yeah, that's my guess. I gave up.
No. You are more into giving people an opportunity, regardless of what their background is.
That's the thing.
I understand that.
Exactly.
Everybody needs a chance. Model BJ, maybe they never had experience, but you put them there, they learn on the job and they're able to deliver because they are smart. They're street smart like that. You understand? It's possible we have that, but today we have a religious affairs advisor, we have a sports advisor, a political advisor, Dou Sanno. So if all of these advisors, they are effective, the blunders that the president is making would not be happening. So it's either they're not advising him, or maybe they're advising him, and he's not paying heed to them, or he's not accepting. So in either case, those people in a position on Yanta because in a position on the party, my party was an advisor. But I mean, according to him, role bula, because that role effective because if you can advise that or advise the president was a problem or even more advice than you understand? So until at that time, our position will be in the banner and the party. The president will have advice on sports, let him go to the sports minister. If he was religious advice, let him go to the religious minister, and just do it like that. Okay, next topic, let it introduce.
Go ahead, introduce. Can't people tell me say the fatanga.
The fatanga, tangana.
Hey, alkana bulan nat Mansura ko mo.
Let's go with the other one.
Okay, so
you close.
Gabriel last week da ngajele go Pa Modou nañu Dou Sanno la cool with so anum bala ñimu topical de te kam manu nga ba ñin nude picture sol. So Pa Modou ko ay fenko les receive, because la radio station mo jamal kala moy ni mo la fem filite kala samba je dari toli akam kula de mo lena pick up. So in this case, your phone ole fenke phone le nada je. So I don't have phone, and he saw two numbers on there. The phone number itself and the second line for two-step
authentication.
Authentication, yes. Then he called the other line, and the lady took the call. Phone that filter musoko okay. Kabri nada birka je filter je. Okay. Now so dole. You understand? Abembulu jenne. So a phone you describe me. You come to describe and Pa Modou agree. Okay, that's the phone. I can't go put us now. Come on. But then right after that, a text message came through. I just go Dou Sanno on text message. When you call better than another, I munje je ako demande anyabe tailor. So I can't do it. So then call that back and forth. Then now I just Dou Sanno I audio funtindi. That no, sorry. I'm not audio funding. I'm not audio funding. Sorry. but it's an audio. Dou Sanno was reaching out to Musindingo Nying. In Musindingo Nying, Kafa go to go take the matters to court. Musindingo Kafa the man court kodo soto tani na akako man ketela court into go to patolale. Just go and have go ila phone or military or whatever. Just those kind of stuff. So people are alleging insinuating wo fengo Dou Sanno ka for the prowess in some court to implicate Pruka Pa Modou, implicate or whatever. So and people are saying that and Pa Modou Fanang saying they've leaked those videos or pictures or whatever it is. So until the Gambia Bank or court or like all this stuff about nudity kamola picture near kumafo or near kuke, you threatening people to blackmail them with nude pictures and all the menu funded o isa moja diamu de kofe karide ila fembe mbulu ninga fundin se B52 those things intimidating people, forcing them to resign. So to lakata kono bi. So based on mumbe fundita jan lady te ta lafta jibele afuko Dou Sanno abe right le fabe ronne Pa Modou be right le fabe ronne. Should Dou Sanno resign or not, or should he stick to his position? So what's your take, guys, on this?
Why would Dou Sanno resign?
I mean, just your analysis.
Yeah, so if Barrow fires Dou Sanno based on this, then I mean, I'm sorry to say, then what is his presidency? Let me say something. The way we are heading to is really unfortunate. We have other important things to deal with. I mean, what is nude pictures, nude video? We all have the same thing. Be kumote diala. Matunga fo surwa kangoto because what ngam fang express no walto dan maninga kangoto. Ñun ñep ben affaire bi lañ am. There is nobody that has something look different. I'm sorry to use that word, but abe mo kilingolati. So niatra ite mola yow gis nga man suma ciir nga jël lolu nonu génné ko. What difference does it make with the other person out there? We shouldn't be encouraging things like this. Niatra bi intengete la telefono tom because ye momoje wala na ala suto dada ay tilibulo dada ay jonkongo dada ay salo dada ay kabineto dada niaja woke suturo le yatina. Niatra bi ite ye Dou Sanno la something like that soto. Ite ko ye wo fintindi. What makes you think ite fanang somebody will not do that to you? Wala yake mola men close la. Lo bugut kenen def lako buko def kenen because aduna dafa guda tanka. Ite bi tay mun nga bañ Dou Sanno wala nga bañ lady wala bañ Ibs wala bala. But that does not make you evil. That does not make you a bad person. So niatrante iman la fintela, you don't like me, but you have something on me and that can damage me, my reputation all the way to my last generation. Why would you want to fall that victim? Maturity is not only about being matured in age, it's about your action. Because whether atele ya audio bondi wala atele fenko nyim bondi, but the fact that atele fintita nang anata, because na mafo no motalo na fenko mobile filter wala Dou Sanno ye something senne. Ye momo je drong kube bulu me ya lonko wala kuke in your life, which you never want anybody to say. You never want anybody to know. I might not like Dou Sanno. I might like him or I might not like Pa Modou or somebody else. But moya lonko abela jener amang dakela purite de haniatra mete like. But it dingol le bebulu, mama ringol le bebulu, ye ba dingol le soton dum Gambia until bele denta. We shouldn't be encouraging things like this. Whether we like it or not, ndingalo ne Pa Modou fan societal, and I really don't care. He is at fault. And Dou Sanno should not be fired because of Nying. Because ntel momo nga kukele na life kono ndumba keka ni hani sign mol mal lafi moye mol jalay akono mol mal lafi moye mol point fingers because for the fact that nga kele birimba kele we did it close doors bunda be torondine lapol be farine so niatra woketa ala tata ka fitita thing we should not encourage it aketa whoever that is it shouldn't be encouraged whether Pa Modou is not above the law. Whether Pa Modou was somebody, but until we are so narrow-minded that sometimes in politico, I can all divide together. Just because I have this against you, I'm gonna use it against you and damage you and bring you down. For what? Because I can't be Dou Sanno. Who knows? You will be next, or I will be next, and it shouldn't happen. Let me give you an example what this can cause to our nation. Aliajele Adamo, that guy in Senegal, menka to video bondila aka president on aka mol neng akfaka bulela ila generation or down. You know what that is doing? Senegal, so we have these little groups of young people because Yamira Loko Adamo did that and he became famous. People are afraid of him. Young people came together. I'm telling you, media Loko sa probably ma 18 sata. Ye group of form, itel fananka live video like a sign. Ika more intimidate. Ike neng, ike bamal ne ye famal neng. Because yajile Adamo ba kang a famous on social media, mobe silatanya, so Dindingol Fanang emulated that and started doing it in Senegal and is breaking the nation. Ikajile would Dindingol ike useless sign to blackmail even people that are at the official fenkol, wala level or wala more bama ni fama. And not only that, Gambia, ngana Gambia, me yalan ko wala na ni satin dingot. Gambia, just recently, I saw the video. They were adding a blue film le act kam. Until Gambia, we never know that. Whether nabe ke kanum fanang among feign like now. But dindi merong melyalang ko until dingol leng, or maybe somebody else's mamaring on leng acting blue film because yajele ko nude pictures and videos are being circulated everywhere and they think is right. So you see all these young girls, they should be in school. They should be educated to be our future leaders. They're acting blue films while they're doing things because they see our adults being irresponsible. So in the likes of Pa Modou Dou Sanno and things like that, and then you take that information and distribute it to the country, to the world. What message are you sending? Oh, well, this is an example. And they will do it. But it's like that reality is don't hate somebody. Wala kana for mal lady like nga lady the news picture wala nga la history lone mbatu nga finti nga damage. Gambia is too small dumbe dentale. It's not just right. Nte lawyer dabo munte bullet leti nte buka finti nga wone wusa because I know neko aninte denta nyaming anin do denta wala nyama but politiko te dunante ni moti man te ka sija nenka baro praise. But not because not dentally, but it's like because we want to live in peace. Gambia is too small to be encouraging things like this. It's just not right. Then when I saw it, I'm so disappointed and I'm so disgusted because it's just more union support than you. I don't know what kind of person you are, but if you're not careful, and you will not want people to talk about you like this. It's not right. And the Wamuso, that audio in my own thinking. I'm thinking because she keeps saying, oh, nteman kende had, nteman nyinde. I mean, that was pre-made video or pre-made recorded. She was prepared for it. Nyatra, that's the case. Well, and the people are alleged because ntenga memory from what people are saying, and this is not my words. These are things that they planned together. Whether it's true or not, allegedly, I don't know. But what's the purpose? Munnafale BJ. Let me let you guys go because it's not right.
I can see you getting hard. You saw the candy. No,
it's just not. It's wrong.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you guys first. Musonying, what is the relationship between the lady and Dou Sanno? Before I give my opinion, do you guys know what is the relationship between Dou and the lady?
Bala, did you listen to the video?
Yeah, I do, but I the relationship because do for
that's not relevant.
No. Here, no. Okay. So Ngajube do is a public servant, and Ngana Kamanke the ordinary person out there. Mome alonku, you are working in hand with the president. So there have to be a morality in you. Okay, so this is about do nala musotem. I can understand, but this is about do cheating on his wife. Cheating condone. When it comes to cheating, whatever you get out of cheating, it's good for me because cheating is something me alonko married and manyana. It shouldn't be tolerated. But let's look at the other part. Pa Menke. Well, first of all, Palo Kumoli, I don't get it all. Because I think when you explain Yaming, you are trying to find out who owns the phone. It more mental phone already. And all of a sudden you got text from a guy. And then now you're getting inside the phone and trying to Yeah, that even more like privacy invade can right there. So what I want to private as retaliation because it look like and do tema. Yeah, back can as retaliation, which is not right. But the reason why kumajama formula nyinto is because namra problemo be diamond problemo baby do like because at level cheating now. So in terms of cheating, whatever you get out of cheating, for me, that's it. Yeah.
So actually, you guys never cheat.
No, because here, okay, lady, what you doing here is memang better and can I encourage do musole no,
you guys never cheat.
me personally, I can answer for myself. I don't know about you, but I can answer for myself. Yeah.
Did you ever cheat?
I never.
Never.
I rather divorce than cheating. I have been saying that. Yeah. So, but
did
here,
you ever cheat on your girlfriend?
Okay, so even men that's right. When it comes to nudity, we shouldn't do that. To come all nude for it's right. Okay, but okay, Janimba Futala Water, because here muna be involved in here. That's what we also need to prevent because neither kwebe nina la wala be jump la wala. If it are the other section, then even do a promote come because nyanta menkala do la femko ndela minora cheating ala spouse can. That's what we
people are trying to call to join.
Yeah, because whatever it is, for musole new sedai ba father new send muso bang amayano solo muso babu suokono. Why don't you go enjoy? You already have it at home. What are you looking out for? So if you're so in this case, Dule from Duninto, he got it, what he need, what he deserve. That's my point there.
Okay, let me get this version first before I come in.
It's interesting because I'm loving this conversation. The reason why I'm loving this conversation is because as humans, we all agree it's not right, but we have varying, different ideologies, perspectives of things, So it's a healthy debate. Okay. From the onset, when this started happening, I knew that it was going to spiral to something bad. So because the Gambia political Benyamin is very dirty, and it's all happening between UDP and NPP. It started a while back, running Baba Jawol, Fat Kamara pictures or supposed pictures and all that. And I don't condone that. When neither politics do politics in a clean way. Talk about the policies. If UDP, for example, wants to attract other people from other, let them talk about their policies. What can we do? Because Nitoko, you're using nude pictures, you intimidate other people from joining you. Likewise,
wait. But UDP is not because Pa is not part of UDP.
I'm coming.
Okay.
But even NPP, for instance, the same thing. They even more all these crazy things going on. Nafatala. From the onset, Pa Modou, when this event happened, a lot of people are saying, Dou Sanno le Pa Modou Fenke. Tigala intimidate about something, and that's what triggered Pa Modou coming online to talk about the video. But Pa Modou video and Malafika from first publicly until Dou said something. So until whatever is going on, in their private life, but they brought it into the public space for us to consume. So now not in public platform that we would not be talking about it. But another thing that we need to consider too is that probably Nintendo Akenung or somebody else Akenung, it may go to the public platform, but it's not going to have that much weight. But when somebody that's a presidential position advisor, a position that is equivalent to a ministerial position in Gambia, either you manifesting this kind of malfeasance, up to the level somebody else is getting a hold of that kind of information, image about you is bad. You understand? And that lady that's involved in the case, Ntenga Mera, whatever is going on, whatever conspiracy is going on, she is part and parcel of it. Because Kabring, that leaked audio footage, and that guy was talking to the lady was, being very careful of saying anything that's going to incriminate her. Because near lady in Lamwe, Dou Sanno for take a munefo, Nko, Akavola, Nteman Kendea. Lawyer man can so I made sure and do even went and got frustrated but it even and he got frustrated and let it go. You understand? And my thing is, who recorded that conversation? When Du reached out to that lady, that was not a voice note, that was a conversation. Who recorded that, and how did that recording get to Pa Modou or somebody else? Now, Dou Sanno is not going to record that conversation and then send it to Pa Modou. That's stupid. But probably the lady, something about this lady is not right. And she's probably conspiring with other people to try to bring Dou Sanno down. For those people, whoever is doing it, playing that role, is not right. But Dou Sanno should be very careful going forward to make sure that when you hold a position of authority like this, you're an advisor to a president Miyanko Wolam Banko Farmati, Itako Banko Farma, Itole advice can operate, on the side you're doing these things, you should be very careful and know that when you're in this kind of position, you should be careful and not to indulge in certain acts. Miyalonko Abe ila image from a break into such a disrepute. Miyalonko Abe image tanish because people think Dou Sanno like image tanish thing based on this is also indirectly impacting the president because he works for the president, he works for the president's party. So I've been affected in such a way, which is not right. So we need to just be careful of these things. I'm on right now. So, lady,
so pretend like you're calling me, and I'll pretend like I'm the lady. You're Dou Sanno, so let's do it and see how realistic is this. And Bala will be the judge to say, Fontebe Akanyame, whether it's kind of lead. If go, call me.
So it's like a theater.
Let's do it. Let's analyze.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's a judgment day. It's a judgment day.
Let's go. Call me. I'm Dou Sanno, that guy, that lady, and you're Dou Sanno. Call me.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Abija.
Kortanat.
Tenante.
Yo ko jele ngay Pa Modou left a multinya like that. No, I can't do it.
Afu bante man kende.
Nyanta mukela rek ngatanga lawyer kumandi. Ngatanga lawyer from nga ko, ite nying video nying pictures all ni yasto nyamila mobile ya sunyale and maybe Pa Modou le mobile nya sunya. So ite don't ko nyadi.
Do my lawyer song.
And wodo to vote for tola le kana kudanko. So ite mukela rek na idea.
Ndo monya sto sign tente man kende.
Yeah, but it definitely be cool Kolyandi come back. So but it cannot drunk yediamu nga drunk ngata. Long time.
Nko saman si diam karunte man kende mbelarin.
Oh my god, it be cool. They can okay, but it cannot kuda kumbe diam la samo don. Diam samo.
So Bala, you tell me. You have a conversation with me.
No.
Try to downplay it with just one response.
One response. Yes. Yeah, something is not right there.
Hey, Pata says we're going to hell.
I'm just saying, come on, guys.
It's just too ugly. It's just too ugly. But everybody's gonna start to clean themselves out there. But I mean, there's a lot. I think there's a lot more to this story. But Jumale Abe Sab, Dule Afon Dundije. He get what he deserves. Don't cheat on your spouse. That's it.
Balawa cheating na matter of problem.
That's my problem. Yeah.
Oh,
But
Bala.
anyways,
There are things that people do, which is their business. Okay?
Yes.
As long as those people are doing, we cannot tell them what to do and what not to do when it comes to their private lives. But if it impacts the work that they're doing publicly, then that's where I have a problem with. If Dou Sanno was not in this role today, we wouldn't even be talking about him.
true.
You know, if he was somebody over there, you know, ikamunu mbirol to vombiri bajala malo. You know, that's what he was doing. We would not even be wasting our breath talking about it. But we are talking about him today because he occupies a very important position. Even if he's not effective in that position, but the position being there is being paid by the people. And if you are being paid by the people have the right to scrutinize your actions and whatever is out there that you implicated in. So that's why we're talking about it. I think people need to be very careful. And other people too, not using people's tragedies in order to uplift themselves.
That's wrong.
Because you can only go so far with that and then you'll fall back again to where you were again. So we need to be very careful. Nganyo jibe, nganyo yaya, nganyo respect na bankoka, na make sure ko nunku keta. Nintanga Dou Sanno lo picto sifa jefana. The first thing I'll do now, commanding over, hey, like Pa Modou said, he did that, and you know, but you know, y'all fanang, if things that are probably part of this whole thing that we do not understand, or maybe information that's not we're not privy to, you understand it? So now you know,
I agree with you. Yeah, I got this to this level because of Dou Sanno's position, which actually I don't agree with what he did, but at the same time, for now, we shouldn't be encouraging these things to be in public like this because it can be anybody. That's my whole point of this. But again, Gambia is small and we are all one. We should be like preaching, I mean, peace and being together than dividing each other like this. That's all. And all we said here, and that role play is not to make mockery of the situation, but we just want to see it in real life to, you know, just to analyze things because that's what we do on reality check. But it's not to mock anybody or to show any sign of, I mean, it's not funny, but at the end of the day, I mean, we just owe it to our people to just put the information out there. But I think we should learn to live in harmony despite our political difference. We should be one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, Tonyala. Okay, I'm sorry. So I need
be careful. Be careful because ni mo record ay ñing kiñe nang. You're dead. Yalla ñin do ka de man kende. Ito bi dalo fitarol. I'm just saying. Bala. Be careful.
No, I got it. I'm behind you, lady. I'm behind you. Don't mind. I'm following with that life.
No. Ako nga din, man kende. Man kende, ano ka ba
ko Gambia ko nya man kende aso ko tan kana la asana eta performance.
So guys, if people are actually calling and wanting to join the conversation, should we let them in or maybe just next time?
I'm gonna be leaving in a minute, but I wanna give an information out there. So I'm writing a story on Dou Sanno. So anyone who knows more about Dou Sanno, just let me know. Send me a message, and then we can link up.
I'm waiting for that writing.
I'm writing a full story on Dou Sanno. So.
Well, guys, we went way above our time today.
I know.
So, guys, elections is coming. You know, we're in August. Election is like 3.5 months from now, and we need to put something together on our panel. Maybe going forward, invite each Saturday, invite one person from each party. You know, start having those conversations with them. It's important that we talk about ongoing issues, but also talk about the politics. What's going on. What are they willing to, what are they offering to the Gambian people? What are they selling for people to buy? So I had to go add 30 minutes to the show.
30 minutes. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna run. You guys can go ahead.
No. Next week, we'll add another 30 minutes. But we'll invite somebody some party to come and join us, and when they come, we can increase the time as well. But for today, we will just cut it here. Hey, Surat apa ñaadi le xalam bi ndaka fu mu neexee foofu lam dee dogee naka la
lañ koy daggee.
waaw yàlla man Surat ko may but yam maa koy kan I understand. So kan mbarin jibeer laal nang lamor laal ala baraka bake ala lamor ki nyima ala jibeer ku nyima nga bal tank lam ba dalila because natol man tara jang ntol la taro jang na fatala adunte tan la jambe diamulam fongay but nato sida le la wato ta na sako nalbe Gambia la mega batul talbe mol la moy la nga appreciate bake nga appreciate bake ntol bi jande rek pour que ño hakilo bulandi ka ño hakilo fenke because ntol fam ma belonde altol le along so ntol la kumo leta nga warandi so ntol mom fen londe altol lang lon na balti ntol wombe jande dron ka la kumo la moy ka kumo nyin sahayandi so lady kumo soro.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you. There's no grudges here. I mean, whoever feel some type of way, we apologize. We're just here to, have a conversation. No side taking is called reality check. So, Molyal Tintu, Dilen Girim, Dilen Santa, Babenen Samdi bu ñu ñëwatee yenn yàlla yokk jàmm suñu réew boole xoli ñu doon benn. Bala.
Bye-bye. Take care.
That's all you gotta say, man.
Oh, Bala, they call you Jerry Springer.
Are you serious?
All right, guys, we love you.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, all right.
Bye.